All right, everyone. Good morning. Pleased to welcome in the last winner of the KPMG Women's PGA Championship at Sahalee, Brooke Henderson. Brooke, welcome back. Just kind of reflect on your win back here in 2016. What do you really remember most about it?
Honestly, everything just went so perfectly that week. I felt like it was meant to be, especially that Sunday round on that back nine, shooting 4 under, I guess, the eagle on 11, and then making a clutch par save on 18. You know, everything was just kind of falling my way. So it's definitely an extremely special week that I'll remember forever. And, you know, this place, Sahalee, is extremely special to me regardless of what happens, you know, this week. It will always hold a special place in my heart.
Absolutely. Very tight off the tee this week. What's going to be kind of the advantage or what's going to be kind of the strategy to attack, this course? And what do you remember about 2016 that maybe you'll lean back on?
Yeah, I love the huge towering trees and the tight fairways. It's almost majestic. It feels, very peaceful and amazing, but at the same time, a little bit stressful because you have to hit it so straight. So I feel like that's the number one priority this week is, just trying to hit a lot of fairways, keeping the ball in play, and giving yourself, good looks for birdies when you can and making those clutch par saves when you need to. Because remembering back to 2016, this course played really tough. Not very many people were under par at the end of 4 days, and so I think just capitalizing where you can and, just making the most of what you have.
Just two more for me before we open it up. Yesterday, you were made an honorary member here at Sahalee. Just how special of a moment was that for you?
Absolutely. To come back here and to be given honorary membership and to have a plaque on the 18th hole with my name on it forever, it's extremely special and very meaningful. And like I said before, this place will always hold a very special place in my heart. And I think, back to 8 years ago and a lot of those moments, I think they'll live in my mind forever, and just such great feelings. And I'm hoping this week to, go out and be grateful for the opportunity that I have to be back playing here in a major championship, and hopefully make the most of it.
And the last one, obviously, amongst of all the different announcements yesterday, you announced the partnership with T-Mobile. Just how excited are you and for that partnership, and what does it mean to you to see T-Mobile give so much to the women's game?
I'm super excited to join the T-Mobile family. So many elite athletes with Nelly on the women's side and Tony, Max, and Wyndham on the PJ side. And, just to see all that T-Mobile is doing to elevate the women's game with all the technology that they're bringing in, it's really exciting. And, I'm just really happy and proud to be a part of that team.
Absolutely. We'll go ahead and open it up. We'll start with Babs.
Brooke, you were asked a lot about Sahalee in the weeks leading in, but actually getting on property and feeling it and seeing it, does it bring back a lot of emotions you didn't know were going to be there?
Yeah, definitely. Playing yesterday, I played all 18 holes in my Pro-Am, and, just every hole, it just kind of brought a smile to my face because it did bring up a lot of emotion and almost like chills, just walking the fairways and remembering some of the good things I did and some of the bad things I did, but mainly the good, and just great memories. And I think this place for everyone just kind of brings some peace because it's so beautiful. And so I'm hoping to kind of lean into that week and just enjoy the week.
I was going to ask you your thoughts on the changes at 18.
Yeah, 18, it used to be a really tough tee shot. You had to hit a big draw or hook it around the corner to be in play and give yourself a good opportunity to hit the green. It was a very tough hole. Now being a par 5, it's very exciting. I think it'll be a great finishing hole for all the fans. You can get pretty close in 2 if you want to. And I think it'll make it really exciting and just a different finish from 2016.
Sarah?
Brooke, I feel like back here, short doesn't help, but I feel like so much has stayed the same for you, but a lot has changed. I mean, just how would you evaluate yourself as a competitor from 2016 to 2024?
Yeah, that's really interesting the way you worded that because a lot is very similar. Same coach, same caddy, same person, I guess. But at the same time, a lot of things have changed. I've grown up a lot. I have more victories out on tour now. A lot of good things have happened, and golf is full of ups and downs. But I feel like overall I've been able to ride out the lows pretty well and celebrate the highs when I've had them. So, just thinking back, I'm proud of the journey that I've been on these last 8 years, and since that win, and I think just continuing to try to grow and to get better and to push forward.
There's a really cool dichotomy out here just between the par threes and the par fives, because par fours are kind of typical. For you, what's the strategy on both the par threes and the par fives out here to have some success and obviously you know how to win playing those holes?
For sure. The par threes are long generally, and they play pretty tough. So, making sure that you're coming out with a worse par is probably the key on the par threes. And the par fives, like any course, really, if you can take advantage of them, you can pick up a few strokes or really just keep pace with the rest of the field. So most weeks it comes down to the par threes and par fives, who's playing them the best. And I feel like this course is no different.
You've been playing some really solid golf this year. I know still looking for that first win of the season, but what have you been doing to kind of keep the expectations in check and just kind of let it come to you?
For sure. I feel like my game's been trending in the right direction for a long time now. The start of the season was pretty hot. I was getting a lot of good finishes, seeing some great results. That was really exciting. I kind of cooled off there for a couple months, but I feel like I'm heading back in the right direction now. And it's a great stretch of golf to kind of be picking up speed. Obviously very excited for this week and Dow next week with Lexi, and Canadian Open in a few weeks, the Olympics. So, a lot of great things happening. So it's a good time to be trending in the right direction, and hopefully that just continues, and we'll see a win here hopefully soon.
Beth Ann?
Hi. The 11th hole was pretty pivotal for you last time around, and it's had some changes too. What do you make of that tree being gone, and just describe what the atmosphere was like after you drained that 90-foot putt?
Sure, I was happy to see that tree. I was sort of happy, but also a little bit sad to see that tree gone, because I played it pretty well back in 2016 with that tree there, but it was very intimidating and very tough. So it is kind of nice now. It's a lot more open and makes it a little bit, maybe a little slightly easier of a hole now. But, draining that eagle putt, it really put me in contention. I was having a solid day that Sunday afternoon. But prior to that, I was 2 under, I think, at that point. But draining that long eagle was definitely a huge bonus, and it was just like, okay, now we're in it, and just tried to keep pushing forward and tried to just really enjoy the energy and the adrenaline from the crowds, and just tried to make a few more birdies and was able to do that.
And I remember you put a new putter in the bag that week. How long did you use that putter, if you remember, and have you made any recent changes to your bag?
Yeah, that putter, I believe I put it in on Tuesday of that week, so I hadn't used it very long, and then I continued to use it for a long time, after that. And then this week, I actually just changed putters yesterday too, so I'm hoping sort of rekindle some magic there, but yeah, hopefully the same thing will happen.
From what to what, if I could ask?
Back then or now?
Now, this
Now.
week, yeah.
Honestly, I think it's MC 37, maybe, something like that. It's really pretty anyway. It's the Reserve. It's tailor-made. I really like it. And I was using a Spider before.
Were you just looking for a different look then, or?
Yeah, just different look, different feel. I feel like this year I've kind of tried a few different things with my putting, pin in, pin out, left hand low, more of a traditional grip. So just kind of trying to feel it out and find something that works.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go over there.
Hey, Brooke. Welcome back to Sahali. First question is, does your sister still have the car that you won from the hole-in-one?
Yes, she does.
She does. And then second, your perspective overall, how does this course sort of rank compared to some of the other courses that you go on a week-to-week basis on tour?
This is a tough course, yeah. You can see it from the scores back in 2016. Not a lot of people under par. It was a struggle to, make birdies and save pars on certain holes. So I think it'll definitely be a huge challenge this week. But at the same time, the course is in perfect condition. It's very beautiful here. And the greens are soft right now, which I think is really helpful. As the week goes on, I think it's supposed to get a little bit warmer, so they might firm up a little bit. But the soft greens will definitely be helpful in working your way around this course.
Thanks. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
Juan?
So you were describing the trees, the landscape, the beauty of being here. I mean, can you talk about the feeling of playing golf in the middle of nature like this, or forest like this, and how it helps your game? No? So, yeah.
For sure. When you're standing in the fairways, walking the fairways, you don't feel like you're on a golf course you just feel like you're in amongst the nature, and it's just a great feeling. And I love just kind of looking around and breathing deep and feeling that fresh air. It's an incredible feeling, and yeah, I mean, this is just such a special place and so beautiful. And outside of golf, I love spending time in nature. So here's kind of the best of both. You feel like you're right in amongst like all the nature in the forest, but you're actually playing golf, so it's perfect.
So in connection with that, more in general, what from your point of view, what should be the relationship between golf and nature?
I think if we can be as sustainable as we can, I think golf is an amazing sport because you're outside all the time and you're getting all the fresh air, you're getting all the benefits from being in nature. And I think if golf courses can be as least harmful to the environment as possible, I think that's great because it's one of the sports that I think is one of the best sports for being helpful to the environment and helping people be outside and enjoy the fresh air more.
All right, we'll finish up, or we'll go a couple more here. We'll start back here.
Brooke, you said your sister still has the car. Does she actually drive it?
Yeah, no, it's still in great shape. It was an amazing car, so I'm glad I won it for her.
You talked about out here being peaceful. In what way is out here intimidating or difficult outside of, just the greens and the way the course is sort of set up?
For sure. I feel like it's a great mix of being intimidating and scary and also peaceful and beautiful and calm. It's kind of opposites, I guess. But, every tee shot you have to really pay attention. You can never really take a break out here. Even the approach shots, you got to know where the slopes are and where your misses are. But at the same time, if you're playing well and you can kind of lean into the beauty that surrounds you and soak it in, it makes for a really nice walk around this place.
Beth Ann?
You and Lydia had such a memorable showdown. Can you take us back to the first time you met Lydia Ko and then how your relationship has evolved since 2016?
Sure, yeah. Well, I didn't meet her that week, but the first time I was really watching her and super impressed by her was at the Canadian Open. I was playing in my first one and I was 14 and she won that week and she was 15 and I thought I was doing pretty well just by being there. So, she's an incredible player and an incredible person, and it's been really cool for me to, grow up alongside her and to watch her and learn from her. And her career has been phenomenal, and, winning here in 2016, being able to beat the #1 player in the world at the time, somebody that I'd looked up to, it was a huge turning point in my career. It gave me a lot of confidence and gave me a lot of momentum. And when I saw the tee sheet yesterday, I was pretty excited to see that we were paired together. And with May, too, who finished third here, I think that's a great group.
All right, and we'll wrap up here with Adam Stanley on the Zoom.
Hey, Brooke. Obviously, golf is golf and life is life. But when you won the major at the age that you did, would you call that win life changing, or how would you kind of describe it?
For sure, it definitely changed my life back in 2016. I received a lot more attention from the fans and the media, and just what I believed I could do moving forward, I think changed. It felt like anything was possible after this victory. So I really gained a lot from playing here and winning here in 2016, and I feel like it's been a great career and a great journey since then, and I'm excited to be back here and to have the opportunity to tee it up tomorrow and try to shoot 4 low scores and try to do it again.
Amazing. Thank you. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
And I'll add one last one from me. Obviously, this is the last event to qualify for the Olympics. Looking like you're going to represent Canada once again. Just how excited are you to go to Paris and represent Canada once again?
Yeah, anytime you can go and represent your country, it's a very proud moment, and to be able to wear the maple leaf and to go to Paris, I think, is really exciting for me. Rio was great, Tokyo not so great, so to go to Paris this year, I'm really looking forward to it, and hopefully, again, just play 4 solid rounds of golf and see what happens.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time, Brooke.
Thank you.